my mom actually walked down the aisle to Sunrise Sunset at her wedding to my dad. And I actually didn't even know that until I booked the show. My mom told me. I was like, what? That's so crazy.
My father, he kind of took over for Zero Mostel on Broadway and played Tevye. My grandfather he did the stories of Shalom Aleichem in Eastern Europe on the Yiddish stages, and then again in Chicago and New York. And so the entire kind of Bernardi clan has had an incredible connection not only to Fiddler on the Roof, but also Shalom Aleichem.
There's a girl in the cast named Tess. I first moved to New York like 3 years ago, and we worked a catering event. It was the day after I got hit by a cab on a bike. I was broke. I needed to work this catering event. My arm was in a sling, and I sat next to her on the bus, and we had a brief conversation, and I had not seen her until yesterday when the cast got together to meet. And you know, being in that place with her, of hurting my hand and about to work this like 12-hour catering gig with one hand just trying to pay my rent, and now we're opening a Broadway show together, is pretty unbelievable.
My mom, grew up watching Fiddler on the Roof with her mom, and I feel like it's just that show where when you tell people you're in it, everyone's like, oh, I love Fiddler on the Roof. It's my favorite show. It's the first show I ever saw. Like, everybody has some kind of personal connection to it, and that's just awesome to know that you're going to be a part of a show that is already meaningful to people.
Ultimately, Fiddler on the Roof has proved to be the greatest tool to connect.